Hey, it's me, Klee. Did you find a girl?
Not yet, unfortunately. I do remember who you are.
Oh, that's too bad. It sounded like you at least knew where you needed to search for her friend. Just search next to find her. Quee, that's something, right? I'm so glad I've finally been reunited with all my Kiwi friends. It's all thanks to you, Queep. With any luck, hopefully you'll find the girl you've been searching for real soon. Kuruku, take care, okay?
Well, it was nice of them to check in on us, especially coming all this way. But unfortunately, we have not found her. Hey everyone, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Don't look at me like that, Link. last time, we went into our first dungeon, Skyview Temple. We went through it, we found the source of the evil, which seems to have set all these objects in motion, if you will, causing the tornado that sucked Zelda down to the surface that day of the ceremony. We had a duel with him, thankfully coming out victorious, though apparently he was holding back, but all villains say that once they lose. All to come to the conclusion that unfortunately Zelda is no longer in this area, but is instead heading to a new area called Eldin, to a spring to purify her body. Whatever all that means. This time, we're going to take the tablet we got, and we're going to go to the sky. So, since we're pretty close to the Skyloft area, something that I'll really quickly talk about, is if you are to dive onto Skyloft, which is how, of course, you get back onto it, depending on where you're at when you dive, will actually depict out where you're going to land. So if you want to get around to a specific spot, you'll want to go to a specific area. So for example, if I want to go over to the goddess statue, which is where I want to go, we're going to head over there, and we're going to dive right around this area. And if you dive in around that area you want to be at, generally, yep, you're going to be in that spot. So that's how you can actually pick where you're going to land. So you don't have to land at the same spot every time. So it's actually nice that they have a little bit of a reaction-based system like that, because it can be kind of annoying otherwise if you didn't, know that. So let's head over and put this tablet into its pedestal to see where presumably Zelda is going to next. Master, I have confirmed the location of a second opening in the cloud barrier. It is located in the skies to the northeast. This opening will allow you to access a new area on the surface. I suggest you fly there as soon as you complete your necessary preparations. And we will do just that, because we're not actually going to go straight to the surface. Despite me heading back here immediately, it's more so to get it out of the way. Just so we don't have to worry about this later, because knowing my luck and my crappy memory, I'm probably liable to forget when it actually matters. Besides, now that we've actually completed the first dungeon, there actually is some new stuff for us to see around Skyloft. And speaking of, that was actually kind of funnily timed. Kukeel, where could that child have gone? Oh, Kukeel, where did you go? What'll I do if she's been kidnapped? Oh, Link! To be honest with you, I'd be more concerned if my kid fell off the... yeah, there's nights, I guess, who pick you up. I'd be more concerned she fell down and below the sky, right? Because, this tiny area, it's a little bit more of a... whatever. Oh, perfect timing. You haven't seen my Kukeel, have you? No, I haven't. I do know who she is, though. We talked to her earlier. I see. Please, Link, won't you let me look for her? I've been looking everywhere, but I can't find her. I asked everyone I could find for help, and people said she'd been spotted with some unknown person with a scary face. Wasn't me this time. Someone else even said they thought they'd see her get carried off by a monster. A monster! She must have been kidnapped. She's so cute and friendly. Someone must have just walked off with her. Find Kukeel, please. Please, it breaks my heart to think she's somewhere out there crying. Please, Link. You got it. We'll do all we can. Thank you. The Knight Academy should be proud to have a student like you. Please find my daughter quickly. I definitely can't imagine the stress that would bring, so we definitely want to do all we can to help. As unreliable as he is, maybe Colin knows something about Kukeel's whereabouts. Oh, Link, how's it going? Any luck tracking down Zelda? I see. Well, we're all pulling for you. By the way, I saw Kukeel's mother heading up toward the temple a little while ago. She looked pretty upset. You don't suppose something happened, do you?
Huh?
Kukil's gone missing. You've got to do something. I'll start looking too. Ask around and see if you can find somebody who's seen her, Link. Okay, well, at least we got, again, more people looking. Don't know what it is with people going missing. First, it was, well, I guess it was not just people, because I guess there was my bird, and that's not really a person, but they were going missing, and now Kukil, so looks like we have to keep our eyes open for her. We may want to look for her before we can actually leave. I mean, again, I'd be more concerned if she'd fall off into the cloud barrier, just because we're up in the sky, and it's a little bit more of a smaller area. But it is definitely possible that someone kidnapped her, unfortunately. Thankfully, hopefully, they shouldn't have too much to search. It's kind of a limited area. Go over here and grab this bug if I can on the way. If Link won't just fly around. I'll get it. There we go. And you have something to say to us. What do you have to say, Gully?
Hi, Link. What? You went to Beetle's airship without me? That's so unfair. Kukil? Well, I did see her playing over by the graveyard yesterday. My mom called me home, so I left. I don't know what she did after that. Why? Did something happen?
Interesting. So we actually have our first lead here now. We actually also haven't been to the graveyard. It's over here if you look on the map. We just haven't had any reason to go over there. It's, you know, kind of a dead place. I hate myself. So we know to go check over here. So let's go look over there. Maybe we'll see what anyone has to say. Looks like you have something to say to us, or some thoughts maybe. Did you hear? A child who's been playing in the graveyard went missing. Can you believe it? Do you really think there are monsters abducting children in our little town? I mean, I don't think so, but I mean, sure, I do. What? It says a chance she was dragged off by a monster. Let's not be ridiculous here. This monster business is going on a bit far. Oh. Now that you mention it, though, there is an old man who lives here who's always ranting about hidden monsters here in Skyloft. Everyone knows he's a little loony, though, so no one really takes him seriously. You want to know where the old man is? I'd imagine he's at the Lumpy Pumpkin to the east of here, as usual. You'll need to fly your bird there, of course. Interesting, so seems like maybe he would know something? I guess, you know, the crazy old man's a good enough elite as any, I suppose, at this point, right? So I guess we should head over there. Don't really have anything else for us to immediately need to do that's more pressing than this. If a child's missing, I feel like that takes a little bit of precedence. So let's start heading over there. I'm not going to cut to me being over there this time, though, because there's actually a few things I want to show on our way. If we open our map, as we came up earlier when I was upgrading the shield, you may recall that there were these, well, symbol in the map, the goddess chests that we saw earlier, seemingly react to the goddess cubes we interacted with. I'm going to head over to this one while we're out, because we really don't have any other reason to go over to this side. It's kind of a secluded spot. There's nothing over here too much, so we're going to glide over there, and I'll see you guys in a moment once I reach that island. And we're coming in, and stick the landing. Whoa. Okay. I don't know why Link made a sound there, but I'm guessing the bird hit the side of the chest. So as you can see, the goddess chest actually now looks like it is colored. If we try to open it, you got a piece of heart. This completes the heart container. Your heart capacity will increase by 1. Yep, another piece of heart. This time we actually have finally gotten 4, so we've completed another heart. So that's why we have another one up there in the top left. This is one you could actually have grabbed before we fought Girahim, as it's, I believe, tied to one of the 2 goddess chests we hit before we got to the spring. Keep in mind, we hit 3. We hit 2 right in front of the dungeon, and then there was the one that was in the spring behind it that was kind of well hidden. So you could have grabbed that to get another heart if you've been playing along, or you've been just following a walkthrough. You could have grabbed that. I just wanted to kind of get everything in one go. I wanted to keep it just in one kind of like pace, set pace, just to make it a little less complicated, hopefully. Comparatively, anyway. That right there is a tornado. Those will appear randomly. You just kind of have to dodge them. They're not that annoying. If you hit one, you go flying off your loft wind. All you have to do is just spam down the directional pad. It's really not that big of a deal. When you head back to the Lumpy Pumpkin, if you have hit all the goddess cubes, you'll want to make sure you actually go up above this little archway here, because there's actually a goddess chest up here. You could only reach this if you glide down from above. So you have to be a little bit more clever with your approach. And this time we get a golden rupee. It's worth a staggering 300 rupees. Shh, don't tell anyone. Yep, so gold rupees are the most valuable rupee in the entire game, giving us 300 rupees. That's enough to fill up the smallest wallet. As you can see, we have actually hit the max amount of cash we can hold right now. So we're gonna have to go buy some stuff later. We have one more goddess cube here, and don't worry, in case you have a full max wallet like I do, this is not money. This is, in fact, a adventure pouch. And you've made your adventure pouch bigger. You can now fit an additional item inside. Yep, so now we actually have more storage, which is amazing, and one of the best items to grab. These goddess cubes, as you can tell, give some really good loot, and they are worth trying to get if you can, because they will give you things like this that are essentially invaluable. I almost said invaluable. They're invaluable with how much they are worth. Still haven't got that chandelier fixed, I see. So it seems like you were the old man that we were kind of pointed to, Rusta. You have that gullible look that says you might take an old man's rambling seriously. So tell me, do you believe in the Skyloft monster? Shouldn't even call it a monster, it's a demon, I tell you. But no one can say for sure, because no one's seen it and lived to tell the tale. You wanna know how I come to tell the tale if nobody's seen it left alive, is that it? Yeah, actually. That's kind of contradiction. Yeah, well, I saw it, but I was able to escape by the seat of my pants. I was saved by my cat-like reflexes, I tell you. Any regular person wouldn't have lived long enough to scream. Anyway, I saw the thing, I tell you. There's a great big tree in the cemetery. I walked by that tree in the middle of the night, and I saw it hit the gravestone nearest to the tree, and the gravestone lit up. It pushed the gravestone, and the door to the storage shed opened up all by itself. The monster then went inside the shed, and then it closed the door behind itself, which was unexpectedly polite for a demon. It was the most terrifying thing those old eyes of mine have ever seen. If you're smart, you'll stay clear of the cemetery in the middle of the night. Well, if you're going to just tell us to, I guess we'll just leave a child to be whatever's happening to that poor child, whether it's murder or whatever. Oh, what's wrong? Still think all you need? Yep, because it's pay off. If it's a chandelier. Yep. So, can't have any, don't have any more work actually this time, so nothing we have to do for him, which is something I'm thankful for. We're gonna go out the back door. That sounded bad. We're going out the rear entrance here, just because it's the left closest. So now we actually have another lead. This time, seemingly, this old man has seen the demon, quote-unquote, whatever that may be. So, I guess we'll start heading back to Skyloft, and we'll go check that out. So I'll see you guys once we get there. And also, before I cut, there is no more chest for us to collect right now. So, yeah, I want to make sure that I showed you that. That was where all the, since we only hit 3 goddess cubes, we got 3 chests. That was it. Anyway, I'll see you guys back at Skyloft. And we're back at Skyloft. Yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with me cutting that stuff. I just assume you wouldn't want me to, you know, see me fly when it comes to something like that. When it's kind of far away and I don't have anything to talk about in that given moment, I assume you'd rather me just cut. But you guys can let me know, of course, in the comments below. Anyway, he said it was at night we needed this to occur. So, what do you say we see up now? If you go into these houses, you can actually see if you get close to the door, you will get a little bit of a text box to tell you who lives there. Potion shop owner Bertie's house, for example. It doesn't really matter which one we go into, so we're just going to go into this one because it's kind of closest to the cemetery. This is the gear peddler. Maybe we could see what he has for us to sell to him. Because the blue bird feather is one I'm thinking of maybe trying to sell. That one is worth, I believe, 100 rupees each, which is kind of insane. Though they are rare to come by. They and you do need them for some upgrade materials. It's a little bit more spread out in terms of which ones you need those for, but we'll see. What do you have to sell tonight? Wait, what was that? Oh, dang it. Ah, dang it. I suck. I was spamming B. No, I'm trying to see what your list was. Well, today I'm buying these treasures. Tumbleweed, Amber Relic, Monster, and Golden Skull. That's actually not a terrible loadout. Tumbleweed, of course, we have no way of getting. Monster Horn, we only have one of. But Amber Relic and Golden Skull are ones you could potentially have a few of. Can't really say I want to sell any of those. In fact, on Amber Relics, yeah, you could sell the Golden Skull. I'm sure it's worth probably a little bit, because that's a rare material. But I don't really have anything I want to sell. And also, we're at max money, so I don't think... I forgot we were at max money. We need to go buy some stuff. Anyway, so let's head over to the graveyard. You can see... Oh, there's a choo-choo here. Take it out really fast. So he said that he was near this tree, and apparently he hit the gravestone. So let's do that. That's not ominous at all. And then he said he pushed it. Well, what do you know? It seems like the old man was right, at least about that, but I don't know if it was a demon he saw. We'll have to kind of check that out. Here you can actually just let go of the ladder if you don't want to climb down at all. It's kind of a long, climb. Just saves a little bit of time to jump down there. Okay, well, this is where the lead has taken us. Oh, God. Well, we need to go in there and help her, it sounds like. Because that very much sounded like a young girl. Stop, please, I beg of you, don't hurt me. Oh goodness, I know how bad this must look to you right now, but I assure you I mean no harm. We're just playing the scream as loud as you can game. Isn't that a fun game? Oh dear, perhaps an explanation is in order. My name is oh my gosh. Batro? Batro? Batro. I think it's Batro. I always said, like, as a kid, Batrix or something, but I think it's like Batro, I think. And I'm a monster who resides in this humble dwelling below Skyloft. But please allow me to correct one popular misconception. While I'm certainly a monster, I wouldn't dream of terrorizing the people of this town. You see, this adorable little girl is the only one who didn't let loose a blood-curdling scream at the sight of me. Since she began to visit me here, I felt positively jubilant. You see, my heart only wishes to become friends with the lovely people of Skyloft. But as you can surely imagine, it has been proven quite difficult to break the ice when they are struck with paralyzing fear at the mere sight of me. I assure you nothing would fill my heart with joy more than to be friends with the fine people of this town. But as soon as I try to approach any of them and extend my claw in friendship, they run and scream as though they've been seeing a walking nightmare. Alright, silly me, I've got ahead of myself. You see, there is an old tale among my monstrous kin that goes as follows. It seems that when humans make other humans happy, the happy humans produce a substance known as gratitude crystals. Gratitude crystals are quite amazing. Just looking at them and knowing there were such gratitude in the world could turn from a monster into a human. Oh goodness, nothing would delight me more than to become human. From the moment I laid my regrettably demonic eyes on you, I could tell you had a gentle and generous heart. Won't you please gather gratitude crystals and show them to me? Sure. Truly, you'll help me. Oh, I've heard that you can obtain pure gratitude crystals by helping people solve their troubles. Well, they could also be merely lying, here in Skyloft or elsewhere among the clouds. Anywhere you find people, really. I'm sure someone with a heart as pure and genuine as yours, you'll be able to see them. Please solve some troubles and gather me all the gratitude crystals you can find. Any help you can provide me will dearly be appreciated. I promise your assistance will not go unrewarded. Okay, well, you know, two things. One, I wonder how, because we heard in the opening that the goddess sent, actually I'll talk about this after we talk to these people.
He's not a bad man. He saved me one time when I almost fell over the edge, and he lets me come.
She did almost fall down the cloud barrier, I knew it!
And he lets me come here and scream as loud as I want. Anyway, he said it was dangerous to go out alone at night, so I'll stay out here for a while until my mom will come back home in the morning.
Okay. And then, dear, goes back home safe and sound. Good. And good luck gathering the groceries. Required to start. Please bring me 5 if you can. That'd be splendid. Do great kind of someone. Yeah, okay. As I was saying, in the opening of this game from episode 1, if you recall, the old legend, I mean, it's a legend, I guess, right? Apparently well, it seems like, you know, this legend is true based on events that are occurring and that we've already had to witness. That Skyloft was once a part of the surface below, and she gathered all the humans and kind of put them up here so they could avoid the monsters. Wonder how we got up here. Curious about that. But the other thing, too, is I almost feel bad for Batro, Beatrice, the demon-looking man who doesn't want to be a demon. I'm going to find out his name by the next episode, I assure you. But I feel bad for him because it's like, you know, he's somebody who, you know, he wants to be a human just so he can fit in because he wants to be friends with people, and you know, he doesn't fit in because of how he looks, and, you know, it seems more like the humans are the real monsters here, but comparatively also to give, you know, credit where it's due, if you see all that thing coming at you at midnight and you were in a graveyard, I mean, you probably wouldn't want to listen to it if it's saying, I want to be your friend. So let's talk to you guys. What, are you serious? You found Kukil? What did I tell you? Nobody here in Skyloft would harm a hair on her head. Okay, well, you seem pretty calm about it. How about you? Oh, you found Kukil! Well, I guess it's good to hear it. She's at least a friendly and responsible adult, but I just can't wait to see her. Yep, so nothing happens right now, so let's just take a nap until morning in your bed. That'll be part of our reward, you know, we've done our nightly duty, nightly duties. Sorry. So now that has happened, can we talk to you now? Oh, Link, Kukil is safely back at home, and it's all because of you. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I can finally smile and laugh again. Thank you ever so much. And those appear to be, correct me if I'm wrong, you got 5 gratitude crystals. These crystals are feelings of gratitude in a crystallized form. It must have taken a lot of gratitude to produce the bunch of 5 crystals. Helping people definitely feels good. Yep, so we actually got our first gratitude crystals, and here's the thing, if you notice, we came back here and talked to her the same night. You have to sleep in a bed till at least morning or night one more time before you can grab those crystals, because, you know, Kokil couldn't come home until either the morning or by next night. Kind of makes sense, so just make sure you do that. Now that we've done that, we could immediately go back and bring those crystals to Beatrice. No, not Beatrice. Beatrice is the owner of the... You know, not the owner, but she works there. Anyway, Beatrice is different. She works at the item storage spot. It's not who I mean, it's Betro. I'm just gonna keep saying Betro or something until I figure out his actual name. Here is Beetle's shop, and since we have max money, might as well take a gander at his wares. Last time we went up there, we know he at least is selling an adventurer's pouch for 300, which would be a good way to at least cut down our rupee stock a little bit. Oh, please. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? Oh, please, we have to be faster, right? Okay, yeah. In case you're curious why I didn't use the slingshot, it is faster. But the problem is... I should have probably grabbed that mantis, whatever. But the problem is we're kind of low on our ammunition for that, and I don't feel like using our last few pellets just to hit this bell. I kind of want to save those. I could go back down to the surface really fast and just grab some, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll find some when we need some. Coming back in here, you actually can see he has another wallet upgrade too. We'll check that out in a minute. And he has something else here from where the bug nets was. First things first, though, we're going to want to buy this adventure pouch. That'll increase the number of items you can carry in your adventure pouch by 1. That has to be the most useful thing imaginable for an adventurer, and yet it costs a mere 300 rupees. Yeah, we'll take it. 300 rupees is a lot, but you make your adventure pouch bigger. You can outfit additional items inside. You can see that extra inventory is massive. It's worth the money, trust me. Oh, it really suits you. You have to wait for him to take all of our cash. So how much is this, out of curiosity? That's an extra wallet. It's amazingly useful. This, you can carry an extra 300 rupees in your wallet. Say goodbye to all those times you couldn't pick up another rupee because your wallet was stuffed full. I leave no rupee behind. Even you must be able to tell how useful this item is, and only for 100 rupees. Want to buy it? You know what? We have 300 rupees still. Why not? You got the extra wallet. Your wallet can now hold an additional 300 rupees. Might as well, because then that increases it by 600, so now we can hold even more money. Oh, it really suits you! And again, it's only 100 rupees. Not that much. We still have 200 left over. Let's see what this is, if you don't mind. That right there is the bug medal. As long as you're carrying that, you'll be able to see on your map where bugs can be found. Quite expensive, but if you like catching bugs, it's indispensable. I'll sell it to you for 1,000 rupees. Want to buy it? No, thank you, Beetle. Oh my goodness. That is, as he said, useful if you are trying to get bugs, even if you don't know what their purpose is quite yet. Don't worry, we're going to show you quite a few of those uses pretty soon. But yeah, that is a very expensive item, and we're not going to be able to afford that for a long time, since we cannot sell our organs on the black market here in Skyloft. We cannot make money super easily yet. But bugs don't have a purpose, as I kind of stated, and we'll kind of see those later. What is going on? I wonder where she's going. Seems like we have another person who's having trouble, and now that we know gratitude crystals are a thing, now we have even more incentive to help people out. Oh, I'm so worried. So worried. What's wrong? No. Oh, Link, you really want to hear about all my troubles? That's kind of you. So you see, a short while ago, my little sister went out for a quick flight, but she hasn't come home yet. It was getting late for her to still be out, so I went looking for her elsewhere, but I couldn't find her. I just hope nothing has happened. I'm already sick thinking about it. Hey Link, would you mind helping me look for her? Yeah, she said she was curious about that colorful island that appeared recently, so I suspect she's somewhere in the southwestern sky. I'm counting on you, Link. Okay, so it looks like we have another person who needs help, his sister. And in case you don't remember, his sister is the one who actually pointed us in the direction of the lumpy pumpkin to the old man who was talking about the demon next to the graveyard, and then thought it was ridiculous that we suggested that there could have been a monster in Skyloft, and who's laughing now. But we'll go see if she's okay. Hopefully she didn't, again, fall below the cloud barrier. That would be the biggest concern. Apparently she was checking out some sort of colorful island too, so that's a little disconcerting as well. Let's take a look around this area. And as we can see right there, there seems to be a massive something coming in. Don't ask if I'm okay, I'm fine. The nightly landing was struck.
Wow.
Well, if it isn't Link, I'm so glad you're here. My bird got injured while I was out for a quick flight, and now he can't fly. So I managed to make a crash landing here, but now we can't get home. I can't go home until my bird's better. I need medicine to get him healthy. Of course, it can't be human medicine. It has to be bird medicine. Hey, Link, I really need your help. Will you go get my bird some medicine for me? Of course. I'm not gonna just have a bird get hurt. Thank you, you're a real lifesaver. My older brother has some bird medicine. Just go find him, and he'll give you what I need. Based by pacing around the plaza in Skyloft, waiting for me to come home, and being worried out of his mind. Oh, really? You already spoke to him? Well, that makes things easier. I'll be waiting for you here with my bird. Hurry back. Okay, so looks like at least she's okay for now, and so is her bird. We just need to get them some medicine. Unfortunately, we couldn't give them the red potion that we bought earlier that we have yet to use, but hey, whatever. So we're gonna head back to Skyloft, and again, I have nothing to really talk about on my way there, so I'll see you there in a moment. What the frick was that? Actually, I guess I'll mention this. Yeah, sometimes you can see other Knights of Skyloft flying around, and actually they'll sometimes do a little formation with you, which is kind of a cool and charming detail. I was gonna cut, and then that happened, but what you saw was they actually ran into each other, which is kind of funny. Sorry. Okay, let's land, and we're here already. Didn't have to cut anything this time. We're back.
What? You found my sister? Her bird's injured and can't fly. That's terrible. In that case, take her... Wait. Take her this as quick as you can. That's where we destructure that, my man.
Guess this isn't the time to probably talk about that.
These are mushroom spores. They will heal the bird's injuries.
You got some mushroom spores. These spores from a giant mushroom are said to work wonders on injured birds. One, where did you get this? But two, in case you're curious, if you recall, we actually have no free bottles. Yes, that actually is a new bottle we just collected. Not empty, though, despite usually being called empty bottle.
If she uses this, it'll quickly heal the bird. She should then be able to make her way home. Take it to my sister. You can keep the empty bottle once she's had a chance to use the stuff inside. I'm counting on you, Link.
Yep, so we actually get another, as I said, not empty bottle right now. But once we use it, we'll have another empty bottle. That'll already be 3, which is kind of crazy, actually, to get 3 empty bottles this early. I mean, you can store 3 different things, which is insanely nice. So we're going to head back. This time, I will, in fact, cut, because I actually have nothing to mention this time. So I'll see you back in a moment. And this time I may actually stick the landing. There we go. We have the stuff, the mushroom spores. Oh, mushroom spores, what a relief. You brought the medicine. Take it. Come on, I want that bottle. I mean, I want your bird to heal. Thank you, now I can heal my bird's injury. I am curious, so it's like on that a sprained wing or something? Now my poor bird should be healthy again in no time. Man, just drop some mushroom spores on it, that's all it takes? Wow. Medicine is insane. I was beginning to think we were doomed. You saved my life, and my birds. We both owe you a big thanks. Yep, and here we actually have more gratitude crystals. You got 5 gratitude crystals. These crystals are feelings of gratitude in crystallized form. Must have taken a lot of gratitude to produce this bunch of 5 crystals. Helping people feels pretty good. Yep, and it's rewarding knowing we're actually getting stuff from it too. You know, it helps. Here we go. See you back in town. Yep, so we get more gratitude crystals that way. Another 5. And while we're over here, before we head back to Skyloft, I actually want to check out that colorful island she was talking about, which is actually this one over here. You wouldn't really know that until you come over in this direction, so let's go check out what's over here. Thankfully, he said we can use the empty bottle. As I said, we got a new empty bottle now, since we have actually used the contents, but I think Link would probably want to wash that out, because could you imagine just, like, putting a potion or a liquid inside a bottle that was just holding, like, mushroom spores of unknown origin to Link, but whatever. It is certainly a very colorful pattern. If you have a fear of clowns, avert your eyes. Yoo-hoo-wee! Step right up, boy! Oh, I bet you're wondering what I'm doing here! A little. Why are you here? Just the answer I was looking for! What a smart little guy you are! But we made this island a fun place where everyone can come and be happy! What's it called, you ask? Or even, if you didn't ask, I call it Fun Fun Island! I'm still getting the place set up, so hopefully you'll visit again later! You might like what you find, especially if you like fun and colors! Okay. Could you imagine almost dying to see that? To witness that? 1, just to witness it, but 2, also to know that he's not even finished creating the thing you really wanted to come see, and whatever it's going to be. You know, I feel like that'd be very disappointing for many reasons, but whatever. Anyway, there's actually... Oh, there's another knight there, as you can see. We actually really have no reason... Or not no reason. We actually really have nothing we need to do up here just randomly throughout the sky. If you check the map after going to that island, you can actually see it's labeled now. So you'll want to probably check on that later since he says he's still working on it. But yeah, we have nothing to do just normally in the sky field, but we do still have a few things to do in Skyloft before we head out. So we're going to actually head over to the spot. To the Knight Academy, because I'm going to go to sleep in a... That's actually about to sound bad. I'm going to go to sleep in a... Okay, Colin. I'm going to go to sleep in a very specific person's room because there's something I want to show in terms of how bugs can be used. So I'll see you guys in a moment when I wake up. Don't mind me. You know, just make myself comfortable. Oh, it's you, Link. What do you want with me? Huh? What am I doing? Bugs. I'm looking at bugs. They look like
pieces of paper from Paper Mario, but okay.
Bugs are amazing. Even more amazing than Groose in a lot of ways. Oh, wait, I'm not saying Groose isn't as amazing as a bug. Look, I just really like bugs. I want to collect all kinds of bugs. Sometimes I even dream about having like an entire island full of bugs. How about this? Link, here's the plan. If you find a bug, come sell it to me. When it comes to bugs, rupees are no object.
Any way to make money that is legal or illegal, depending on the time of day you ask me, sound good to me.
Now my bug collecting ambitions will finally be realized. So, if you ever want to sell any bugs, just bring them to me. I usually hang out here at night. I won't just buy any bug, though. I want to buy certain ones on a given day. It just depends on the mood I'm in. Oh, and one other thing. This might bug you a little bit, but I only want to do these deals at night. I have a reputation to protect, you know. I gotta Link. I don't mean to be a pest, but I'm counting on you. Can't stop thinking about bugs. So let's get to it. Want to sell me something? Let's see. Tonight, I feel like buying Deku Hornet, Sand Cicada, Elden Roller.
So this is one of the first uses of bugs you may encounter. Coming into the Night Academy at night, or sleeping just in the academy at night, and going into Colin and Stretch's room, we'll actually find Stretch here, talk to him as you just see, and he's willing to buy certain bugs on certain nights, kind of like the treasure one. And just like the treasure one, it's a really nice way to make a bit of extra cash. Seeing what the prices are for stuff, we actually only have one of these. We haven't even seen any of the other two. We have seen a Deku Hornet, though. He will give you one rupee for one. They're 1-for-1 traded. Of course, seeing you. Of course, the price does actually vary based upon the type of bug, if it's a little bit rare or not. Now, the Hornets themselves are pretty easy to catch since you get them, not easy because you can take damage, right? But they're easy in the sense that you can catch a lot of them in one group, so they're not worth a lot. We really have no reason to actually grab them, though, as of this moment, so... yeah, nothing that I really want to sell, but I did want to show that. Right there is a gratitude crystal. While I sleep until morning, I always see that. Because those actually will only come out at night for one, but two, you can grab those at any time. I, however, am not going to be grabbing those. I'm going to talk about it right now. Because I'm going to wait, as you can see, it's disappeared now. I'm going to wait to grab the gratitude crystals that you can find simply, like, kind of scattered about Skyloft until we can collect them all. Because we actually currently can't have access to all of them, even if we wanted to. And so I want to kind of wait so we can do it all in one row in one video. So that way, in case you missed one, you can kind of follow all along then. So it is going to be a while before we grab those. Plus, even if we grabbed all the ones we could, I don't believe we have enough. It'll be enough to get another upgrade or another item from Betrothed. So at least that's my stance on it. There is something you'll want to do after you've done the, I guess, side quest, quote-unquote, with the gratitude crystals and the mushroom spores. There's something you'll want to do before really heading out, because it's something that is super easy to miss, in my mind. Mostly because it's something that you just kind of forget to do. You also may not think to do it. Going back, talk to him. Link, my sister made it home safely. Thank goodness. I was so worried about her. Thanks so much for your help, Link. Coming back and talking to him will get us... well, yeah, that would work. Will net us another 5 gratitude crystals. Just by coming back and talking to him. Again, these are super easy to miss because you're like, oh, I get the 5 from her, that's probably the reward, and I got the bottle from him. Nope, you can get another 5 gratitude crystals. So you get a max of 10 from those two, which is really nice. Now, we don't really have a ton left to do in terms of Skyloft. There are still a few things that we want to achieve. One of those is going shopping, because we still have a decent chunk of change, and there's some new things to show in the bazaar. Of course, we could go get our fortune read, though I have really no reason to do so right now. Well, you have some new stuff here, it seems, and you seem to have a bubble of your head.
Aha! I got some new gear in stock to show you, friend. Available now, you can purchase an iron shield and a small seed satchel. I hope they meet with your approval.
Yep, so we actually have 2 new items now available. One of these is the Iron Shield.
That there is a very sturdy iron shield. It's much more durable than a wooden shield, and I'm happy to report that it won't burst into flames. I suppose I should warn you that it won't protect you from electricity, which could come as a nasty shock. It's yours, just 100 rupees, care to buy, friend.
That is an expensive shield, but given that red color of the pillar we saw, this may prove useful. You got an Iron Shield. This sturdy metal shield's unaffected by fire, but watch out for electrical attacks.
Thank you for your loyal and continued patronage, friend. If you have any doubts about the durability of your shield, I suggest you have it examined at the scrap shop. Provided you take a good gondo. Oh, you take good gondo there, necessary treasures and the like, you'll happily upgrade your items. Yep, so we actually have a new shield here. The other item that is now available
from him is...
That's a small seed satchel. With this in your pouch, you can carry 10 additional seeds. Recommended for slingshot enthusiasts. It costs 100 rupees. Do we have a deal, friend?
That is quite expensive. Can't say I do.
That's quite alright, friend. I'm going to feel and find items in stock, so take your time to look around.
That can be useful from the standpoint that, as I mentioned, you really can't hold too many shots for our slingshot, but 100 rupees is kind of steep. And we're starting to run low on cash quite quickly, and I still have some stuff I want to check out. First off, if we were to check out these potions... This wonderful potion completely stops your stamina gauge from being depleted for a little while. However, not perfected the formula. Yep. Is this one done? I guess not. Meantime, nope. Those two are not done yet. Oh, I didn't really mean to talk to you, but I was going to talk to you anyway.
Hello, welcome to my little some business over here. I infuse potion my wife sells new ingredients to increase their power. It's something really just something I like to do.
Yep, so we talked about this earlier, but he mentioned we actually couldn't do anything with it because, well, do you have any potions you like to infuse? We didn't have any potions. We have a potion, and I want to see what he can do.
These are potions you can currently carry and that I can infuse.
As you can see right here, by clicking on this, you could upgrade potions using bugs. This is the main purpose of bugs outside of just selling them for cash. This is the main reason to collect them. You can upgrade them. Completely restores all hearts. It is quite the upgrade if you couldn't tell. Going from only restoring a few to all the hearts you could ever have being fully restored. And it's fairly reasonably priced. Of course, we have no way of knowing what, this is right here, the volcanic ladybug or whatever. But still, seems like a really good price. Also, my Joy-Con is having its motion controls activated weird because right now it's just sliding to the right and I'm not moving it. So I'll probably have to replace that in a moment, or at the end, after this episode, but that's fine. That's not a you guys' problem. But yeah, don't really want to upgrade that. Well, one, we can't upgrade it, I should say. But it does have its uses. I want to check out this one because I believe this is done now, right? That is a Guardian Potion. This stuff makes you feel invincible. It's like a potion that reduces the damage you take for a little while. Or for a little bit of time. If you find yourself facing an opponent that's a little out of your league, this is the potion for you. This Sky Potion doesn't come cheap, though. It's 200 rupees. How about it? Not only do we not have the cash, there is no fight I really foresee myself needing this at this point. But if you're very unconfident or you're very uncomfortable with something coming up, then you may want to consider purchasing that. It is very good. Reduces the damage. It is nice. Revitalize it. Yep. Revitalizing 4 hearts. 30 rupees. We may come by that if there's nothing else I feel like purchasing, but I have a feeling we may have some other stuff to look at. I'm actually gonna come over here because...
Hey, welcome to Check. Oh, it's you again.
You've been coming by a lot recently.
You're pretty much the only one who comes by regularly, actually. Hey, wait a sec. I don't suppose you don't come by here just to see me, do you?
Why does this happen? Oh, yeah, it's... Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I forgot, actually. Okay. So... This is... what's occurring right now is something that may not happen to you if you're playing alone. Like 100% because of how this operates. So this little thing here will only occur just to kind of break immersion will only occur depending on how many times you've slept in a bed. So if you want this to happen right now, that's how you can catch up and do that. Of course, I slept in the bed probably 3 times actually, because we had to do it for Kokil twice, and then I did it for the bugs. So I had to set stuff up, and I didn't kind of do it in the right order I wanted to. I really didn't want to trigger this right now, actually. To answer your question, no, I'm not gonna lead you. I'm coming here for the service you provide. That sounds bad. The service you provide. Oh, right. Of course, that wouldn't even make sense, right? Oh, it's no big deal that you don't. Not at all. Oh, I almost forgot. I still have a job to do. Got something for me to hold on to? Yes, please. Probably not the... Never mind. All right, let's see it. So this is actually the start of another side quest that she's starting to open up here with us. That can get you more, or net you more gratitude crystals, but I really have no reason to do so as of this moment, nor do I really want to. I didn't mean to kind of set this up right now. I'm actually going to put our banded shield in here, because where we're going with that red beam, we're really not going to need it. Oh, thank you, come again. But as it happens, yeah, I didn't really want to trigger that right now. But as you can see, actually a lot of things here in Hyrule change, or not Hyrule, here in Skyloft, a lot of things change based upon things that occur, of course, just from how long you play the game and stuff like that, right? Back here we have LD301S Scrapper. Whatever that is, like some sort of machine-looking thing. But yeah, I really didn't want to trigger that right now, but you can go along with that if you want to. Talking to you, I want to see what it would take to upgrade the current shield we have and some of the other goodies. Of course, we can't upgrade either of these two, as we saw. Desk Relic, Jelly Blob, don't have either of those things. We have none of those. We'll take to upgrade this. 2 Elden Ore, 2 Monster Claws, 2 Ornamental Skulls. We actually have just enough of the other 2, but we don't have enough Elden Ore. We actually haven't seen that yet. We have no way of getting that up to this point. So unfortunately, we have nothing to upgrade as of this moment. So now the question is, do I want to buy... The seats, nah. Ooh, I don't know what I want to buy. Ooh, I don't know what I want to buy. You know what? 2 tiers in a bucket. I want to show this. We're going to buy another revitalizing potion. Of course, I used it so I could pick up the fairy earlier. So I want to get another one. And 30 rupees isn't a ton. And I want to come over and talk to you and see what we can do to infuse this thing. Because this one in particular has a really good refuse. 2 woodland rhino beetles, which we don't have, 2 Skyloft mantises, and 3 Deku hornets. Okay. Automatically repairs your shield when broken. It restores 8 hearts. Insanely useful. So it's pretty much like a fairy for your shield, pretty much. It can be extremely useful, and it restores more hearts. I bought that one already. Can't unfortunately upgrade it. I may actually go off camera between this and the next episode and grab those materials, and then I'll start next episode by making that, since you kind of guys know where to get those things. I'm not quite sure. But with that, I believe that is everything that I want to do right now up here in Skyloft. Next time, we are going to head out towards that red pillar, start making our way to Zelda once more. I'll see you all then.